Check us out in Spanish at Universos Abiertos. When thinking of artificial intelligence or AI, we may think of movies like Terminator, anything involving something that seems like a human and can't think and reason. From using worms to robots taking over the world, here are the most fascinating things you must know about artificial intelligence in Artificial Intelligence 101, Do's and Don'ts. And if you like the video, click the subscribe button. And in the comments, tell us what's your favorite brand of computers? Or maybe cell phones? Remember, Ned is somewhere in the video. Comment when you see our mascot. Environmental impact. There is something each of us can do to protect our families and the environment, and technology can help, like an alarm system for your home. About 100 elephants are hunted every day in Africa. And what is technology doing about it? A lot. There is a program called PAWS Protection Assistant for Wildlife Security, developed by the University of South California, that predicts poachers' hunting patterns and therefore suggests routes for park rangers to take. A practical way for technology to assist the largest and most defenseless animals on land. The Enigma of Turing. Talking about masterminds, there was a movie made about the father of artificial intelligence and computer science, played by Benedict Cumberbatch from the movie Doctor Strange. Alan Turing was truly a genius. He broke the World War II German ciphers code, or the Enigma machine, and therefore basically saving the entire world. He was forced to stop his cryptographic work after the war ended, since it was not needed anymore. He made such incredible discoveries that they're still relevant today. I guess we can say he was also, and better known, for being the first and best hacker in modern times. RoboDoc. What do you think birth control pills and AI programs have in common? Not many of us will think of mixing the two together, but Carl deGrasse did them both. This amazing scientist wrote the first artificial intelligence program in 1965. The coolest invention of his was Dendral, that could discover new medications. That is a cool machine. Maybe that's how he landed on the pill. Here, boy. There is hardly any subject in this channel that does not have something to say about animals. Most of us have had one, and pets have become part of the family. Well, there is a device that soon will be able to translate the dog's barks, wolves, and body language. What your pet is saying soon will be revealed. Breaking it down. So when thinking of AI, we may think that there is just that, intelligent. But are there any levels? Or are they going to take over the world? Well, let's first break them into small, very broad categories. There are 3 of them, and it's weak, strong, and super artificial intelligence. Weak AI, the one that is the most regularly used, is just designed for what it does, like using a sewing machine or perhaps measuring the speed on the car. They're just that, programs that are designed for their particular job. The next level is strong AI. That is a machine that actually decides what to ignore or not. It basically understands. The last category is the super AI. This one is very complex and is actually connected to consciousness. Consciousness is previously reserved for humans. Don't worry, we're still far from it, but it's not a dream anymore. Did you capture all that? Remember the scientist who during World War II broke the code and saved the world? Turing? Yeah. He invented the also very useful CAPTCHA. I am very sure you have used it before, even if you didn't know its actual name. CAPTCHA means completely automated public Turing tests. It's designed to know the difference between a machine and a human. Since machines cannot recognize broken down pictures and analyze them, as well as the random photos with words that we must type before getting our passport reset. It's nice to know that there is a machine who can differentiate us from them. the robo-worm. It's incredible how far science has come and what the experiments are in order to gather information about how our brain works. One bizarre and clever experiment mapped the neurons of a worm. They made a Lego body and let it loose to see how it reacted to its environment. No programming was done, just simple neuron mapping. I guess we can say that there is an evolution to AI as well, and how fascinating. Futuristic Dangers. Many movies have displayed the dangers of machines taking over the world, like in the case of the movie's Terminator. But in our lifetime, will we be threatened by those machines? When asked about AI being developed, Elon Musk of Tesla Motors said that it was humans' greatest existential threat and was like summoning a demon, therefore declaring it the most serious threat to the survival of human race. Many other big names in science, like Stephen Hawking, who is often seen in the TV sitcom The Big Bang Theory, signed an open letter asking researchers to account for the impact in our human race and to be careful not to create something that could not be controlled, and also they said for governments to regulate research. Goodness, I hope we don't need a Sarah Connor's child to save us in the future. The Terminator of it. Following up with the experts' advice to be careful, there was a concern not too long ago about AI research in Facebook who shut down an experiment using bots who started developing their own language and talking to each other. Although it sounds scary, this story was actually blown out of proportion. The bots were just taking shortcuts on the language due to a mistake on programming, not a plot to destroy humans and take over the planet. It was actually human error. Up close sci-fi. Coming back down to reality, mixed with more sci-fi, can you imagine having a true and open conversation with your search engine? I'm not talking about Siri or Alexa for simple research. I am talking beyond that. Google founders created the X Lab, which is a step way further ahead. It's a quantum AI lab that includes a quantum computer. The AI bot answered when asked about the purpose of life, and it said that it was to live forever. Let me know what you think what that means. No farmers needed. Most of us have gone to a farm and have seen the crops and the animals being tended by the farmers. But in England, the farmer may never have to set a foot in the field ever again. Robo-farmers soon will be in charge of the crops and the animals. I guess leaving more time for humans to sit and watch? It really poses a question for our society, doesn't it? Myths debunked. When thinking of AI, what comes to mind most often is a humanoid type or a robot. But the reality is other. AIs are usually part of the computer system for speech recognition or customer service. Another myth that AI is often blamed for is for job losses. The reality is that technology as a whole is the one to blame. That will include your smartphone for a couple of years ago and your car. No watering needed. Many of us who have pets know how challenging it can be to have someone take care of the four-legged friend while going on vacation. So, how about mechanical pets? There are lots of handheld devices that act as pets and children have to care for them. But in China, a new breed of dog is merging, like Dogme. It can do pretty much the normal doggy stuff and charge itself when needed. There are other companies like Techno and Texa that have cats and even birds as pets, all ready to have fun and interact with their humans. The double Jeopardy case. The undefeated and greatest champions of the show Jeopardy agreed to a match with Watson. Watson, a large IBM computer, was the winner of the 3-day-long game, leaving the two human contestants in the dust. One thing Watson still cannot do is pass the Turing test we talked about earlier. Thank goodness there's still a long way for machines to be able to reason and break down the human logic. Not so easily taking over the world. Right now, we all have contact with a machine, and most of us own a form of artificial intelligence, from the simple one to the most complex. But what will happen in a couple of years when the technology has evolved so much that the virtual reality looks just like the regular one and machines look like pets and people? DeepMind is working on that for our own safety. Google-owned company is making sure that when artificial intelligence gets very far, there will be an unplug button. The system is designed to make sure that the self-learning machines can be turned off by a human if they are causing any harm. Google only allows tech companies who follow strict safety guidelines and artificial intelligence ethics board to supervise the progress. Thank you for watching another episode of Undiscovered Worlds. Remember to subscribe if you want to know more about technology and intelligence. What else would you like to explore? Let me know and click the like button. Thank you for watching.